have eyes on Loki, 14th floor. I'm not Loki.
Hello again and welcome to CBR. Today we'll be looking at Marvel's first Captain America, Steve Rogers, one of the most well-revered comic book heroes. While he is a familiar character for longtime fans of Marvel and the MCU, there are several things no one realizes about the character.
What are you? Some kind of Hydra automaton? Listen, you've been frozen in ice for decades.
Captain America's first shield was the standard heater shape with 3 prongs and a pointed bottom. However, another America-themed hero, namely MLJ's The Shield, had the same symbol with stars and stripes on his chest piece. The result was that the shield changed in the hero's second comic book appearance. One comic further and the shield became a practicality of defense as well as a throwable weapon that would figure heavily in Captain America's many battles. Captain America's discus shield was designed by Dr. Myron McClane as a tool for the hero to utilize during World War II. Captain America's time prefigures Marvel history, the hero making his debut in 1940 squared off against Red Skull in an issue whose cover featured Cap punching Hitler in the face. The issue by Joe Simon and Jack Kirby was controversial, with many lauding the potent image. Before he was Captain America, he was Steve Rogers, a skinny kid who wanted to fight for his country. Back in the 40s, Rogers enlisted, became a test subject for super serum, and the rest is history. There are several benefits of this super serum, namely decelerated aging and super strength. But becoming Captain America didn't make him immortal, and it didn't even make him impervious to grievous bodily harm in the way that other experiments and mutations assist other super characters.
Avengers, flame on! Sorry, what now?
Captain America is inextricably linked to America at a time when a nationalistic sense of duty was expected. As such, Cap has appeared in numerous war-themed comics alongside characters like Bucky Barnes fighting for the Allies. With villains like Red Skull, who have overt ties to Nazism, the original iteration of Cap has had clear villains to fight against. As time goes on, Captain America's Americanness loses some of its symbolic weight, and several authors found new ways to reinvent the hero. For example, Mark Miller's Civil War puts Cap in vehement opposition to the Superhero Registration Act, which is intended to place regulatory measures on those more powerful than the average citizen, those who can obliterate cities at the drop of a hat. What's important for Captain America's ongoing relevance as a hero is that he represents an ideal that extends beyond the symbolic meaning of being American and extends to an ideal that is hardly ever realized within reality or comics. Captain America's ongoing journey is a pursuit of justice and defending the little guy against those who intend to cause harm. Although almost always decorated in on-the-nose attire, the man beneath the suit has always just been one of the little guys who's given an opportunity to fight for a more universal sense of justice.
You just don't know when to give up, do you?
I got this all day.
During an instance of disillusionment, Steve Rogers dropped the Captain America moniker altogether, instead opting to take on the name Nomad. This was during the Vietnam War, then ongoing, which stood in stark contrast to the clear-cut moralism of his earlier battles and the wholehearted allegiance to a nation that was on the side of the good guys. Whether leading the Avengers or running missions solo as Nomad, Captain America still has faced off against countless enemies and saved the day innumerable times. Captain America's healing factor does produce results quicker than that of the average individual, but it doesn't work as quickly as Wolverine or Deadpool's, for instance. Captain America can still lose limbs if he's not careful, with no expectation that they would regenerate entirely. Instead, Steve has to rely on his heightened senses and strength to do the best he can, but cannot be as gung-ho as some other Marvel characters. Thankfully, with the super serum, Cap's ability to problem solve and his situational awareness are boosted, allowing him to plan his approach for minimal damage.
This soldier doesn't listen to Hydra agents. He just takes them down.
Speaking of tactical prowess, Captain America has led several teams throughout his life, including of course the Avengers, but there are several others. During World War II, Captain America led at least 2 different units, including the Howling Commandos, a special unit, and the Invaders, which featured other heroes like Namor the Submariner and the Human Torch, Jim Hammond. More current, Cap has led the New Avengers, the Secret Avengers, and has served various leadership and consultant roles for other groups.
Assemble.
That's all for our Captain America breakdown today on CBR. Let us know your favorite Captain America runs in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe on your way out. See you next time, and assemble.